Hey everybody, welcome back to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. I'm your host, Naomi, the Brickanista, and wow, what an interesting day it's been today. First of all, let me send a heartfelt best wishes to Doc Sampson. For those of you who saw me earlier, I was on the air at 11 a.m. today. Well, actually, a little bit after that, because what happened is that Doc had a family emergency today, and he had invited me and 5 other streamers to participate in this spicy noodle challenge. And I was a little scared because, as you know, I had to get some vegan noodles from this Thai place, which, by the way, is amazing. So if you're in the Seattle area, it's called Kati Vegan Thai. Amazing. Oh, minifigure collector. Hey, how are you? Good to see you, Robbie. Oh, well, today at 11. Hey, Zach, how's it going? 11 a.m. today, I went into the StreamYard waiting room, just like all the other streamers, and it was taking a while for Doc to start the stream. And we're chatting behind the scenes and we're saying, and I haven't been on Doc Sampson's show before, so I was asking, is he normally this late? I mean, it was getting to be 10 minutes after the hour, 15 minutes after the hour, and we hadn't heard from him at all. So we were getting really nervous, and it turns out he had a family emergency. So what happened is that one of the other streamers, BrickHive, decided to go ahead and host the stream on behalf of Doc, because what Doc did is he sent all of us volcano noodles to eat on stream as a spicy noodle challenge. And because I'm vegan, he wasn't able to find anything prepackaged. So last night I went and I bought some, and I had ordered a couple things because I wanted to try this place out. So I ordered a curry dish first, and I said, make that medium hot. And then I said, will you have these noodles and make them as spicy as tolerable? And so when I got the package and I unwrapped everything at home, so I had the pumpkin curry medium spicy, and then it had this drunken noodles, and it said hell hot. So it's like, oh no, what have I gotten myself into? So I had purchased that last night in preparation for today and this morning. And because Doc couldn't host, what we ended up doing, oh, Debo, how's it going? So I think what's going to happen, I don't see it on BrickHive's page. Yes, I did survive. But it was painful. I will say it was painful. And I said something like, look at what we do for your entertainment, right? There were like 6 of us. And there was this one guy, I think his name is Stylo, and he just went for it. He ate the whole bowl of these volcano noodles. And you could tell he's just like, oh, it's so freaking hot. So, so that's what I was doing today at 11. But it was really kind of awkward because and this is where I am so thankful that we have such a great group of streamers out there. I'm fairly new to the streaming world, so even BrickHive said, oh, we have somebody new today. We have Brickanista. And because we had been waiting for a while, a lot of the noodles were starting to get cold. And we said, Doc had shipped all of these noodles to us to participate in this challenge. And it was really great because Sans was on too. And for those of you who know Sans, I think he goes by Sans Gutter Chicken. He is freaking hilarious, but he was kind of somber on this stream. But what was really great is what he did is he said, okay, so why don't you do a close-up of every one of us, so that gives Doc something to work with. So what BrickHive did is he recorded everything, he hosted it, and then he spotlighted each one of us while we were eating the noodles and giving our reaction shots. And hopefully Doc is going to be okay. And like I said, it's not Doc, it's a family emergency, but we were just really thankful to be a part of this community. So I met some new streamers today, started following them, and I don't know if I'll have a return visit, but I think the funniest thing is that I'm drinking a soda to kind of, get the heat away. Because I'm a vegan, I'm not going to be drinking milk. So what do you do when you have spicy food? So apparently if you have a lot of sugar and if you have a lot of carbonation or acid, that will cut down the heat. And I had gone in my search for Dr. Brown's root beer, by the way. So somebody told me there's an actual root beer store here in Seattle, and it's called Chug's Root Beer. So I went there the other day in search of Dr. Brown's, and they didn't have it either. They have 300 different varieties of soda, and it's called Chug's Root Beer, and they didn't have it. So, hey, Brickman Mosaic, our doc is going to be all right. Yeah, he had an emergency with his dad. Yeah, I didn't want to say his dad, but yeah, you're right. It was a family emergency, so everything's good though. He's fine, but we ended up having to do the stream hosted by Brick Hive, and Brickman Mosaic Art was there, so he got to see me and some of the other streamers, you know, going to town on these spicy noodles. So anyway, in my search for root beer, I go to this place, Chug's Root Beer, and you know, they say, oh, we don't have it. We normally carry it. It's like, why is it so freaking hard for me to find Dr. Brown's root beer here in Seattle? So, but they said we have celery. And if you look up celery, CEL-RAY, this was the original soda that Dr. Brown started with. And Dr. Brown started this soda, and it's a celery-based soda. I know it sounds disgusting, but it's actually really good. So I ended up getting the celery soda, and I was drinking that with my spicy noodles, and it worked. It really worked. I mean, I didn't know if that was the plan, if that's what they use it for, but yeah. Do they have MOCs? Oh, you know, I didn't check. I was, you know, on a seek and destroy mission to get Dr. Brown's root beer. So, but I'll ask next time. But they had all kinds of root beer there. So anyway, you're happy you got the Wizard of Oz figures coming. Oh, very cool. Yeah, I know Minifigure Collector has been on the hunt for those Wizard of Oz figures for a while. And speaking of minifigures, this will probably be a really good episode for you, Minifigure Collector, because today, as you know, on Saturdays, I like to do MOCs. And there's a challenge this week from BrickFamBuilds. I think her name's Jen, and TrickyBricks. And they're doing a collaborative challenge. And this challenge is the minifig habitat. And I've made minifig habitats before, but this time the focus is on a minifigure from Disney, Star Wars, Marvel, you know, anything having to do with Disney. Pixar is also in there. Wish I had a Rocket Fizz there in Seattle. Oh, I don't know. You know, it's going to be funny is that I'm going to have to, oh, by the way, my brother has confirmed he will be on the birthday stream. So on June 3rd, Thursday, I do a Thrifty Thursday. So I already have an idea of what I'm going to do for Thrifty Thursday. Matthew Builds Bricks is going to be a guest on my show. And my brother, and maybe Fourth World Adam. I'm waiting to hear back to see if he can get the time off. But yeah. But anyway, I don't know. How hard is it to get freaking root beer in Seattle? You know, it was a lot easier for me when I was in Charlotte. Hey, how are you doing, Remy? Good to see you. So today I was just mentioning what we're going to be doing is minifig habitats. And as we were talking, I realized I had turned my phone on, but I forgot to set up the down camera. So let me do that real quick while we're chatting. So I think a few of you have already started doing your minifig habitats, if I remember correctly, just seeing things happening on the internet. But happy birthday. Oh, it's not until June, but I'm preparing for it. And like I said, I'm excited because Matthew Builds Bricks. I think I may have told you this story, that Matthew Builds Bricks and Fourth World Adam and I did a collaboration of Little Forest Friends, and I did Little Forest Friends and Pirates, but it was like Willow the Witch, Little Forest Friends, a little bit of Pirates. It was like a big mismatch, or mishmash, not a mismatch, a mishmash. So anyway, we did that together, and then as we were chatting, it turns out we're all Geminis. All three of us are Geminis. So Matthew's birthday's May 27th, my birthday's June 4th, and Fourth World Adams is June 13th. So I was saying, you know, why don't I host a, you know, collaborative birthday party for the three of us. So that's the plan anyway. And yeah, isn't that weird that all three of us happen to be Geminis? Okay, so let me get this down camera started. Sorry about this. I was reminiscing about, I think what it was is the spicy noodles got to me. That I'm going to use that as an excuse. The spicy noodle challenge killed a few brain cells today. And I don't eat a lot of spicy food, so I'm going to just say that that's, I think, part of the issue. Oh no! All right, it says my connection failed. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Oh, you know what I hate about droids? Is this freaking Bixby. Bixby drives me crazy. Who else hates Bixby as much as I do? It's like I want to take it off of my camera completely. I don't want to have to deal with Bixby. All right, so I think, let me get this going again. Sorry about that. Usually I'm more prepared, but I had to find my my minifig habitat first so we can compare it. Finding a mosaic just in time for Mother's Day. You're thinking about Kobe Bryant? Oh, nice. Or Vanessa Bryant's Mother's Day gift? Oh. You know, didn't you say you were working on a 128 by 128 one? I mean, that's huge if that's the case. Spicy foods got you down? How are you, Glenn? I wouldn't say they got me down. It's just that I don't eat a lot of spicy food, so I think my body is just not used to it. And surprisingly enough, that celery soda actually helped cut down the heat a bit. So I'm just, okay, I got my down camera going. Let me move this over. I've got now, also I'm recolorizing Logan a little bit. I found some more orange quarter rounds. So I've been working on that Bixby. Yeah, Bixby. You have Bixby disabled. I've got to know how to do that. It drives me freaking crazy. Every time I put my cell phone into this holder, it pushes that button by mistake sometimes. Yeah, drives me freaking nuts. But you're well, you had a nice day? Oh, that's good. Minifigure collaborator took up BrickFamBuilds and TrickyBricks on Instagram for a habitat format. Well, you know what's interesting is if you go back to the history, you know, this is how geeky I am, is that, you know, I did minifigure habitats before this got to be a craze. So right now, everybody's on the minifigure habitat bandwagon. Actually, it goes back to Australia. And even farther back, it goes back to, I think, a guy from Indonesia. So I kind of feel bad because this guy came up with this idea and somebody else kind of jumped on it and then somebody else jumped on it. So my understanding is that this guy from Indonesia had this big display in Australia and he put this out. And then the Australians said, oh my God, this is great. You know, and then they started building these minifigure habitats. And then the guy from the UK who won Lego Masters UK, I think, I'm trying to remember what his name is, but he has a whole web page on minifigure habitats. So he started promoting it. And then Kaz Mockett started promoting it. And now Jen, you know, FamBuilds is promoting it. So I just want you to know that there is a long history of this and that we should also give credit to the founders. And I'll give Jen credit. She said it isn't her idea originally. But I will say that, you know, it's interesting because even the Rebrick This challenge, this is something that Debo and I started doing, but it's not original. You know, other people have done Rebrick challenges before. So anyway, Kaz has been turning out some good ones lately. Yes, Kaz has been doing some that are monochrome, which I think are pretty cool. But I'm not sure if she's doing it out of her own collection or if she's doing mostly renders. The 128 is not Kobe, it's a Disney villain that will be done later in the week. Oh, very cool. That's awesome. Yeah, and I would say just, you know, as we start building habitats, I always like to give credit to the originator. So I still don't, I've been trying to research into this, but it is some guy, I think, from Indonesia. I've been talking to my Australian friends to see if they can figure it out. But anyway, so just FYI, it's a long history. And lots of people doing this for a long time. Okay, so Logan says hello. Hello, people. So I've been recolorizing him because the coral, pieces that were on his face, I took some of those and made them orange. And I also, I think one of these sides, I think it's this side, is now orange where the hands are. And then on this side, I only found one. So the bottom, that's one little piece of coral left. You finally posted your rebrick. Oh, great! I'm so glad you had fun doing that. I will look at that after the stream. Yeah, no, that sounds awesome. Yeah, and the other thing that's awesome too about the rebrick challenge is that I was on the sort lug call on Friday night, and the guy who's running Brick Nerd, Dave Sheffick. Hello, Glenn. That he showed me. He goes, Naomi, this is all your fault, and he showed me the Captain America, box. And while we were in the sort lug call, he re-bricked it while we were all chatting, and he made an amazing scorpion. So he's going to be also participating with us. Yeah, isn't he cute? He is so cute. And the little notch in his ear. I didn't know that apparently their Logan also has a notch in his ear. So the other thing I colorized is these little pieces here that are sitting behind the ears. Let me see if I can bring this closer to the camera. Yeah, there we go. So these little pieces here right underneath the ears, those used to be coral. The one piece that I don't have in my collection and I'm still searching for is this one. This is a coral piece, and I'm looking for the other ones too. Congrats to Flynn and Richard for reaching 10K. Yes, I sent them a little congratulatory hand clap for them. So, so hell Logan. Is it hell Logan or, well, I think I may have told you that Debo and I have been invited to be on TrickyBricks. So when it comes to Logan cookie time, I'm going to break this guy out and feed him. So, hey, Cowboy Kenobi's in the house. How are you? An amazing scorpion that used all the pieces. Yes, in fact, it was funny. He found a piece that had gone under his keyboard, and he was a little bummed about it. And he said, just put it in the claws, and then you've got everything there. So welcome, everybody. So what we're going to do today is I have here, like I said, I've been doing these not rebricks, these minifig habitats for a while. And you can see this is one, I had to take the table off because I used it for another MOC. But this is the base for what we're doing. So if you haven't built yours yet, it's not that hard to do. And the other thing I wanted to show you is that you can even do things like windows back here along the wall. And I put in this one a little picture frame. And if you've seen some of the ones that have been posted already, that people have been doing a lot of really fun things. But what do you think about this for a twist? I'm thinking out loud here. But we're in the middle of the rebrick challenge, and Marvel allows for Captain America. Oops, there we go. So I'm thinking we re-brick portions of the Captain America set and put that in to the habitat. I don't know. What do you think? I think that would be super dope. When are we all going to be on? Right now it's tentatively for May 19th, Wednesday, May 19th. And we're going to talk about our rebrick challenges. And my hope is that when I was talking with Flynn about it, that we would be also doing similar to what he's doing with BrickFamBuilds, that we'll be doing also a collaboration along with TrickyBricks. So yeah, habitats are a standard like mills. Yes, they're a standard, but I think what's interesting is that it's morphed over the time that at least it's been around. And I'm trying to remember, if somebody can Google, trying to remember the guy's name. Anyway, just say, if you Google minifig habitat and Lego Master UK, and you will find that the guy who won that Lego Masters has posted a whole, blog about it. And I think when I was talking to, in fact, Glenn, you know this guy, Richard. I'm trying to remember his last name, but Richard attends sort lug meetings on and off, and he tends to show up super late, like 3 in the morning. So he also had mentioned this during one of our sort lug calls about how the original minifig habitat started in Australia. And before that, even, that's some guy from, I guess, Indonesia or someplace like that. So it goes way back, just so you know. And even or BrickFamBuilds even said that, you know, she knows that it wasn't her original idea, but it seems like people are just jumping on the bandwagon, probably because of COVID. Okay, so I'm thinking, you know, I already have, oops, I already have this chair. And if I kind of think about, you know, this could be a lounge chair that the cat uses to watch TV or something. But I was thinking, you know, that could be kind of the basis. And I'm just going to look underneath if there's an attachment point. Yeah, see, that's the other trick, is you got to see how it's going to attach to the base. Yeah. So right now this was set to go here like this, and I think I might need to, actually I could probably, let me see if I take this off, what happens. I take this bottom portion off. Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, if I take these off and angle them up, then we might be okay. Yeah, because then we could attach cap right there. So one of the key things that you have to be aware of when you're building a minifig habitat is your main character. Who's your main character and what's the story, right? Because it is kind of a storytelling cube, if you want to think about it that way. And this piece, I don't know if we want it to be straight up. Maybe we do. I don't know. We'll play around with it. But I think I could use this. Oops, sorry. I get so confused because when I'm doing things in my green screen room, the camera's on my left, and when it's over here, it's on my right. So anyway, so here, so I think this would be a good mashup between the minifig habitats and our rebrick challenge. It's like, well, we have Captain America here, and so this is kind of what we have to do, is we need to build. Oh God, I gotta get it together here. My spatial awareness is off. Okay, so we need to work on this. It's an 8x8 base, and you are allowed to also, I think, build up. All right, get it together, Brickanista. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna set my build space so I know where the camera is. Like I said, it's sorry about that. I get spatially challenged sometimes. I'm usually pretty good, but I don't know. I'm going to blame it on, you know, tripping and falling, that my spatial awareness has been off. But Logan says it's okay. So Logan says, don't be so hard on yourself. It's okay. And his ear just fell off, so I've got to fix that. Why'd your ear fall off, buddy? You need your ear there. There we go. Okay. So Logan says, it's okay. It's okay. All right, so I'm going to move this over here, and it looks like the build area is going to be in this little quadrant here. So looks like everybody's greeting each other. That's cool. We were talking about how somebody mentioned about TrickyBricks After Dark, and I said, well, we kind of have that already here too. You know? So I'm going to keep Logan here just to keep us company, but it also shows you how large he is compared to the minifig habitat. Because I had, Jen had sent me a note saying, you know, she really liked Logan. He was really cute. And I said, well, don't be surprised if he shows up in the minifig habitat. But then I looked at it, and, you know, he would be a giant in this minifig habitat. Our pets' heads are falling off. What? Okay, I don't know the reference, but I'm just going to say, you know, it was his ear. It wasn't his head, just his ear. So anyway, he's going to keep us company for this episode of the Brickanista Build and Yak. Okay, so I think I'm not going to take this one apart, but I'm going to use that as kind of a base. And you can see the bottom. So it's just a standard 8x8 square. And since we're going to use Captain America as our main minifigure, I'm thinking that what we need to do is somehow, you know, build in the red, white, and blue theme. I also thought what would be dope, because it's dope, yo, on the Brickanista Broadcast Network, is this shield. will make a really good backdrop for one of the walls. So, you know, maybe, you know, and I don't even know if maybe he's, you know, got the shield for, you know, his backdrop. That could be kind of fun. So anyway, so that's the plan for today. The other option, if people are tired of Captain America, is I have my little box of some of my Disney characters. So I've got Star Wars and Disney characters and Friends characters in here. So we can also build off of that. Okay, so I think what I need to look for is a 8x8 in one of those colors. So if you start with an 8x8, it'll be easier, but you can also just look at your collection and see what you got and take it from there. Is that from Dumb and Dumber? Cornado. Oh, your pets' heads are falling off? Maybe. I don't know. Okay, I have 6x6 in red, so that could help. I'm going to set those aside. But, ooh, I've got a black one. Black's always good as a base, so we might end up using that for the base. But I have a little bit of blue. I mean, I could even, you know, put the blue kind of in the center there, something like that. Well, I'm glad you know the references, because I had no idea what he was talking about. Yeah, and the other option is we have these 4x4 squares, and I've got a lot of these, so I could take that. You had a flash of Captain America in a time machine, with his shield being the big rotating piece, and one, ooh, putting a rotator behind it, because you know I love rotators. Ooh, I like this idea, because we could put the rotator on the back and put a motor behind it. I don't think I've seen anybody do that. So that's a great idea, Glenn. Awesome. You got the reference. Yeah. My skills in movie references varies. Depends on, you know, the genre. I really didn't watch much of Dumb and Dumber. Honestly, I don't think I know very many Jim Carrey movies as a whole. So, but I'm just looking at my collection here, and I think we will end up using this 8x8 as a base. And if you look at the actual build area, that the 8x8, you actually end up using the outer portions. So it ends up being about a 6x6 anyway. So if we were to move this into the corner like that, and then if we wanted the blue and maybe a little bit of red on the outsides, that would be great. Oh no, what have I done? What do you mean, what have you done? That's an awesome idea. You don't like that idea? To have this shield rotating? I mean, look at the profile here. I think it'll just fit. I think it'll just fit on the back, and then it could rotate around. It's brilliant. Exactly. I think it's dope, yo. It's totally dope. So the thing is, we would need to build in the motor and the turn mechanism for that. And I'm just looking at this. So this is an 8x8, or it could be on the floor. We can make him rotate on the floor. That could be funny too, but then you'd have to raise it. So I'm thinking, yeah, if we put it like right on the back of one of these and then have it rotate, I think it's going to be awesome. Ooh, look, it stood up. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Are you upset with that? I hope you're not upset with that. I think it's a really great idea. And now that I'm looking at this, the other thing we could do is that instead of plates, actually, we should be using tiles on the base. Because if you take a look at what I did on this one has the plate layer and then a tile layer. So I think, okay, we're going to go with the black because it's already that. And then you just use a variety of 1x's depending on what you have. Now, if you saw what Jen did, BrickFamBuilds did, which I thought was really cool, is she took those profile bricks, and she did layers with where she put a brick, and then she put a plate, and then a brick and a plate, a brick and a plate. And there is a little bit of quirkiness, because here, I'll show you the back, is that when you look at this, first of all, you have to have four bricks high, and you have to have this little notch, because the other habitats connect here. Now, the other quirkiness about this, and I know if you do any kind of modular building, you do have a plate level on top, and you can put these studs here as well for connections. And then you have another, the plate level here on the bottom. So let me just double check. Where's my ruler? I think I left my ruler in the other place. Ah, there it is. Here it is. So remember this ruler that I had mentioned before that I use? That when you put it up against this, I think it ends up being 7 and 2 plates tall, something like that. Let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's like 8 and 2 plates tall. Oops, sorry. Just so you can get a sense, it's kind of squirrely that way, because I remember when I was building this going, why didn't they just queue it up? Yeah. So here's a good view. If I put it this way, you'll see that it's not quite exactly, let me see if I can angle it that way. It's just a little bit shy of a full brick. It's shy of a full brick. All right, that's going to be another phrase of ours. That person's a bit shy of a full brick, yeah. So that's the other kind of quirkiness about this model is, but you can tell on the back, you don't have to worry about if you end up not having bricks, you can use slopes and other things just to make sure you have flush areas. I do like this window. So what I may do is just looking at this, if we put the rotator on this side, you know, if we put the, where did the shield go? It was right here. Where's my shield? It's like, what did I do with the shield? All right, am I just totally blind here? Did I move it someplace off screen? Okay, well, I'm sure it'll show up. Oh, here it is. Okay, so if we put the shield on this portion, it's definitely shy of a full brick, exactly. Or you're definitely shy of a full brick, okay. Yeah, so I think if we put the rotator on this wall here, and then we could still put a window on this side. So that's, I think, what we're gonna do. And I even remember measuring this so that when a minifigure is standing, it can actually look out the window or look inside the window. So I think, in fact, that would be cool, is we take a picture of Thanos looking into the window, kind of that creepy shot from the Twilight Zone that we were talking about the other day. Yeah, nice one. Yeah, he's actually one plate shy of a full brick. So anyway, yeah, we've got little phrases here on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. All right, so once again, I'm gonna set that here so you can take a look while I search for pieces. So we're gonna look for plates and jumpers too. And I think, I'm just trying to think out loud about what jumpers I have. So here's my little drawer of jumpers, and I think based on just an overhead view, I think we're going to end up going with maybe red. These, see, this is the problem, is that these red and this burgundy are so freaking close. That is still, that's burgundy, which I know it's hard to see from this camera light, but I think this might be red. No, that's burgundy too. I don't know if I have blue. I may have some, I have lots of white. I have lots of white that are 1x2s. So we have that as kind of a backup. But you need to have some jumpers for the bottom. for the base. Okay, I do have some blue as well that are 1x2s. Yeah. Or the other option too is you can use 2x2s or 1x2 plates. But you do need to have something for the minifigure to attach to at the bottom. That is a done deal. You can't get around that. I guess you really do need that. Okay, I'm still looking through this and I don't see, yeah, see this is that dark blue. It's not the regular blue. You're gonna have to bail early, you have a busy day? Okay, thanks for stopping by, Debo. We'll chat again soon. Maybe we'll see you on the TrickyBricks stream tomorrow. But yeah. Yeah, this is not looking good. I think, is this red? Let's see, it's hard to tell in this light. That looks pink. I think we're gonna go with blue just to be safe. I think blue is probably the winner here. And like I said, I can always use plates if I need to, but yeah. Okay. All right, let me see what I have. And now that I'm looking, it looks like I do have a lot of blue 2x4s. So this will be good too. The joy of Lego. Billions of options. Yeah. But like I said, this is how I start on a minifigure habitat is I think about the base first. Because if you don't want to get halfway through your build and then realize you don't have the tiles that you want. So I think based on our decision to have blue as kind of the base of the unit, I think that's going to work out really well. Other people start with the walls. I start with the base because I know that that will also help me figure out where the minifigure is going to be in the build. So yeah, we got lots of blue. So I think blue's going to be the winner. I do have some red if I want to mix it up. See, that is red, I think. Oh, maybe not. Ugh, killing me, Lego. It's almost like I want them to have like an etched R or something. Like this is red and this, see, you can kind of tell. Oops, my face is in the way. Here, let me move these blue out of the way. You can see. Here's red, so that's red, and here is that burgundy color. So freaking close, but it's not the same. Yeah, so we're gonna go with blue to be safe. And I do have some red in case I want to break it up a little bit, but I don't necessarily want to risk it too much. This might work. A little bit of red here. And let me see what I have in the 1x's. I think I have some reds that are 1x4s in red. Yeah. Oops. Now see, it snuck in again. Darn you, red. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, being on Doc's stream was a lot of fun. It was painful, but it was fun. It was like, and I got to meet some new streamers, and that was cool. And I think, you know, as time goes on, hopefully I'll get to know them better too. Yeah, that's red as well. All right, I think we've got all reds and blues here. And it's actually good I looked at this because I don't have any of the blues in 1x4s. I might have one. Let me just check. Yeah. So I don't know how many people have started on their minifig habitats yet, but I figured this will be perfect for tonight. As far as we could probably knock this out pretty quickly. Yeah, I've got that one. And there's always 1x2s too. We can look through that stash later, but it all goes back to what do you have in your supply? Okay. Now the other thing that, since Glenn brought this up, the motor, is that we do have to figure out where the motor is going to go, because that's going to determine where the bricks will for the height. And I was fortunate enough to find my motors and actually sort them during a sort lug call. And I will have to put batteries in these, but I have this old style power functions motor, and I do have a power functions. Yeah, I think I have what I need. So I'll have to get some batteries for this, but I've got this switch. So I got the switch, and I do have the motors. I have two motors. If I really want to go to town, I could have two different things spinning, but I think the one will be great. So thank you, Glenn, for that idea. So here's the actual motor. So we have to have the motor and the switch and the battery pack. So we'll have all of that, all those pieces together. So once again, this was great that because of sort lug, I actually got things all, and see, I even labeled this. Look at that. So power functions, my motors are in here. And this battery pack is too big to fit in there, so I just kind of put it in one of the slots. So yeah, I am stoked. So that's a great idea, Glenn. Thank you for suggesting that. Okay, so going back to, oops, here, let me move Logan out of the way. All right, so if we are going to put the motor, and in this case, the motor just has a simple axle. So we could get by with a brick with an axle in it. One of those 1x2s, I think, would probably be fine, because I don't think we have to do anything fancy. Yeah, in fact, let me grab one of those. A 1x2 with an axle, hopefully in red, white, or blue. So for those of you curious, this is how I sort my 1x2s. So I do have a red one, and I do have a blue one, and a white one. So we can, when we start figuring out the walls, we can do that. Actually, I should put those over here. I love this idea, Glenn. This is cool. Actually, no, wait a minute. I can't use that. It's got to rotate. So I need actually the 1x2 with the hole. I need a Technic. So, because otherwise it will jam in there. Oops. All right. Okay, good thing I thought out loud. Yay, power functions. Yeah. Okay, so I've got these 1x2s in red. So it's going to have to be red. I don't have them in any other color, just red and gray. So gray walls are boring, so we're going to have to go with red. So at least for that layer, we're going to have to put the red in there. Okay, good, I caught myself. And as she was saying, if you don't have the 1x6s or 1x4s or whatever, you can use 1x or 2x bricks, because they can stick out in the back. So I'm just going to collect, some of these for now. And I'm looking through this collection that I have of things that I have to sort. So I've got some 1x3s that needed to be sorted, so I'm just going to put those aside. Ooh. Oh, I forgot about this. But I think since we're not having the chair rotate, that I think we should leave this the way it is. Probably take this off. This is kind of distracting. Maybe just since it is a rebrick of the chair. Oops. Oh no, no. Uh-oh, it's starting to fall apart. Here, let me stay on target. Stay on target. Oh boy, what did I do? Okay, there we go. All right, so once again, we are kind of using a rebrick mashup, and we're adding power functions. So I'm stoked about this. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be dope. Dope and fun. Okay, I'm going to set him aside. Okay, so going back to the shield, this is going to be the most important part, is figuring out where the shield goes. So we decided it's going to go on this wall over here. And I think it's going to go up maybe four studs or 4 bricks tall. Let me just take an eyeball look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And okay. So right now I've got a stack. We're not going to use all 4 of these. I just wanted to get height. And then I might have to go find some batteries to, well, maybe. We'll see. We probably don't need to right away, but this shield is going to have to go like right here. And I might need to raise it one more because, here, I'll show you what I'm looking at right now. Oops. So I'm looking at right now that, don't forget, we have to raise this up a plate because of the, or the tiles. And just eyeballing this, I think you can kind of see on the back that when you want the hole to align, you're going to, like, it aligns right there. And I don't know if you can see it from that side. It does align right there. But I don't know, that's kind of squirrely because it's actually riding on the stud. So I think it might need to raise up one more just to be safe. Okay, so I'm going to, just for the sake of placement, I'm going to do this just to kind of get an eyeball of where this is going to go. Because the other thing we have to account for is, you notice in this case, you have one brick going out and then the notch going in. So it does have to be centered, but centered one off. In other words, like this. So then that way, when it's connected, it'll spin freely here. Because otherwise you still have this one stud that's going to be used for a wall on this side. So yeah, I think that's going to be the solution. It's either that, it's going to be a plate. All right, here, let's see. Let me put a rod through there and just test it out. We don't need a long rod, but we do need one to clear. We need it to clear the brick, and we need it to attach here. Okay, so a couple things we have to keep in mind. So this already came off. We might need to raise it one more plate. Just, well, I don't know, that's not too bad. Here you can kind of see what's going on here. Because, here, let me go ahead and put a brick on this side. Is that we have to make accommodation for the other wall. Hey Joel, how are you? Welcome to the stream. We are working on my minifig habitat, and I'm kind of combining it with the rebrick. And Glenn came up with the great idea of a portal. So I'm putting a spinning shield on one of the walls. So I've got my power functions motor that's going to be connected to this. So, and I was just showing that I've done minifig habitats before. So I'm using this as kind of a model because I do want to add a window like I did on the other one and put that on the side. So I think this is where the portal is going to be. I think that clears it. And I just want to get a sense, yeah, that's perfect. Here, if you take a look height-wise, I'm measuring this side by side, and there's plenty of height for the top. So I could even raise it, you know, 1 or 2 plates if I wanted to. But this is what we're going to do. It's going to be 4 bricks tall as far as where the spinning shield goes. And you know, I could make it monochrome because it's not going to make a difference because this is going to cover pretty much the whole thing. It's pretty clear it's going to be that. I might even be able to get by with moving it over 1 more. Let's see what happens. If it goes over 1 more, it might be kind of tight because you can see from the top view that it may bump into that. Let's see. I'm just using these because they're handy, but here's, yeah, we're going to have to move it over because when the wall goes up, it will not clear, so it's definitely going to go right there. Yeah. But that's a brilliant idea, Glenn. It's so dope. That is great. So now we have a spinning shield in the back. And I will put the window here, which will be great, and we can build this up. And I like this top with the white. I just like how the finish is on that, so I think we might finish it that way. But yeah, and if we look at this here, in this case I put a white brick on the bottom, so I think I might do that too. So if I look at this back here, we definitely want to go on the fourth brick. Will I have the 1x2 right there? Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm so excited about this. You have no idea. Glenn, this is brilliant. So give you full credit. That's great. The question is, what bricks do I have in those colors? I know I have a bunch of 1x3s. I got these from the Pick-a-Brick wall, so I can start putting these down on the bottom. In fact, this will be perfect because if you remember here, it extends out. Here, let me move this back. Maybe I should zoom out a little. Let me see if I can zoom out. That's a little too much. There we go. So this goes out 9 bricks. So if we do that using our handy dandy 1x3s, oops, which I got, yeah, this is great. So you see how it goes out 1. So for this bottom layer, we're going to use these 1x3s and probably just a 1x1 white. Ooh, problem is, do I have 1x1s in white? I will need to look. That goes back to being creative. Okay, I think I might have enough, a combination. Okay. Yeah, so it's, you missed earlier, I was talking about, I was participating in this challenge that Doc Sampson put together of the spicy noodle challenge. Yeah, so I was doing that. You've never done a habitat? Seems complicated. No, it's not complicated at all. The only thing is you have to be very careful about tolerances as far as, you know, where to place the bricks so that everybody can connect together. It's a standard, just like any other standard. Is you just gotta play by the rules. And, ooh, I just got another idea. So remember I was thinking about putting a window, just like I did on this one. I also have, this door. This big door. That could be fun. I'm gonna set that aside. Okay. Now, some good news is I have a bunch of 1x2s in red. So once again, the back, you don't have to worry about if it sticks out from the back. That's okay. Let's see. I'm looking for 1x2s in red. I have the ones with this little notch. And I have some blue, not a lot though. Okay, I think we're gonna have to go with white walls. In fact, we might have to just do white walls all the way around because I have plenty of those. I know that's kind of boring, but I might be able to do a stripe of blue. Let's see. Oh, I know what else I can do. The magic piece. Everybody knows that you can do anything with 1x2s. So if you have 1x2s in a particular color, if you have a lot of them, the problem is I don't think I have a lot of them in blue or red or white. Now that I'm looking at my collection, I've got grays, I got green, I got pink. Nope. Okay. I think it's going to have to be, I think white's going to be it. I think it's just going to be easier. Or I could do the reds. Actually, I could do reds. Yeah, red'll work because red is also a nice, awesome color. And we need the red because remember we have this 1x2 for the red that we need here. White walls are all the rage. Okay. Yeah, so now I'm gonna need some red 1x's too. Yeah, got some red here. Okay, so essentially we're gonna have a white base, red walls, and a blue floor. So that works out really good for this color scheme. So yeah, I'm glad we're doing it this way. Yeah, so once again, this is it's a little squirrely because of the way the notches are. In fact, now that I'm looking at this, I think I do have to extend this out one more. So let me redo this. I think I need a 1x2 there. I think I have a 1x2. Oh, actually, they're in my other place. It's okay. We got white. We got white 1x2s there. There we go. Yeah. Let me just double check here. Actually, that is farther up. So I was right to begin with. So essentially, you have the overhang at the beginning, at the bottom, and then you have the overhang at the top, at the end. So anyway, you'll see. It'll come together. It'll all be clear. It'll all make sense eventually. Yeah, I think this is definitely the way we're gonna go. Just making sure that's really red because I've been having this problem with red versus that other color. Okay, so remember we decided that 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is level 2. And I think I'm going to put this over here to lock that in. And like I said, I don't think it's going to take too long to build this habitat. I think if you stay by the standard, you'll be fine. And I just realized I need to add one here. So once again, see, we're building this up. We're already up 3. And we need to put the 4th one, because we agreed that it'll be 4 up. This 1 by 2 is going to have to be somewhere around here. Okay, so just so it has enough clearance, we can spin it. Yeah. I'm so excited about this because you know I like things that spin. So good. That's amazing, actually. It is freaking amazing. Love it when a plan comes together, as they say. All right, oops. Okay, where are my, here we are. I'm starting to run out of 1 by 1s, but I might have some more. Okay, so don't forget that you just have to worry about this corner, so you don't have to make it completely flush. So yeah, that'll work. Okay, so we have now done our first 4 layers, and we have our 1 by 2 with the hole here, and that's where the Captain America, oops, oh, sorry, I gotta go grab that. And I realized that I gotta go back and check where the window goes. But okay, so we've got that. That looks pretty amazing, actually. I'm going to put a bushing in here. Nice habitats. Worked on 2 today. Oh, good. We're actually going to put a spinning shield on one wall. So I'm outfitting this so that this can go into a power functions motor. So I've got the motor here. So we're going to be working on that. But I needed to get the spacing. And then I realized as I started building this wall that I am modeling it after this one that I did. And I'm going to put a window here. So it looks like the window is starting at, it is starting at 2 bricks tall and 1 plate tall. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. Okay, so we need to take this off because it was like 2 and 1 plate. Okay, so that's going to be interesting to put the window. All right, let's grab a window. I keep dropping my supplies, but let me just double check. It's always best to double check. And where's my ruler? Here's my ruler. So, okay, so I'm just measuring from here. So we've got, yep, it's 2 bricks and 1 plate. 2 bricks and 1 plate. Okay, that's what I did last time. So, and So actually I do need to take off one more layer here. Because we already have the two bricks. And this might actually work out well because I have a couple plates, I think, in red. So I can lock some of these in with a plate. Okay, what's going on? There it is. Okay. All right, so we need just one plate tall. And it's 2 by 7. So a 2 by 6 and a 1 by 1 or a combination. Yeah. I know, it sounds a little squirrely, but it'll all work out in the end. So don't worry, Joel. I know, Joel, you're really worried about this. And it's only kind of strange because I'm adding a window. If you don't add a window, then it's a lot easier. But I'm going to add a window, so we're going to do that. I could have sworn I had a window the right size. I have this red one, and this one's a fatter one, but I think it's the same size. Yeah, that's the same size. I am kind of hesitating because I just tore up a mock. I tore up that the ice cream shop, and I had a window like this, so that's why I'm going, wait a minute. Okay, I can always switch it out later. I'm not going to worry about it. Not going to worry about it. I switch it out later. So this is, it looks like 2 studs in. 2 studs in from the edge. You're not worried? Oh, you said it was difficult. That's why I thought you were worried. Okay, so I put this window here, and I'm just going to check to see where the pane is. The pane's going to be on the inside, so yeah, that's all good. Okay. Okay, so just to, you know, when you're doing brick math, right, that 3 plates equals a brick. So right now we are up, let's see if we can look at it this way, we're up 2 disassemble. Well, all I have to do is find the window pane and put the window pane here. I didn't realize I had a red window, so the red window actually works fine. I could disassemble it though, true. That is very true. Okay, so I'm just thinking right now I need to bring up two more plates, like 1 by 2 plates could work. Let's look at this collection I have. Yeah, like I said, I've made these minifig habitats before. I haven't focused on a specific theme. I just made them in generic kind of thing. But you know, we're all participating as a group, so want to be part of the group. All right, let's see. All right, so we've got. Let me see if I have a 2 by 2 plate. I think we need one more 1 by 2 to bring it in line. Best part of being a mod so far is I can yell all I want. Well, you know, remember the mod duties, you know, what is it that Spider-Man says? You know, responsibility comes with, or power comes with responsibility, something like that. You know where I'm going. Ooh, these are tiles. Oh, I want plates. 2x2 plates. Where are my 2x2 plates? Oh no. There they are. I knew I had a ton of 2x2 plates. You're always here for a short circuit reference. No. There is a daily challenge. Yeah, this is a daily challenge, but you don't have to do one every day. It's every day this week until Thursday where you have to turn it in. Oh no, there goes that red again. See how this drives me crazy? That this red and the burgundy or whatever. Ugh. Darn you. That's when I say, darn you, Super Sewer Baby, you always ruin my plans. Okay, that's the janitor. All right. Yeah, this may be too monochrome. I can always, when I find that white window, I can move that white window back in because it's the same size. But we've made accommodation because we're putting in the shield on a rotator right there. So that'll be nice. And all right, so we're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think the next one we come in a notch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we put a plate there. Yeah, it's like I said, this is kind of squirrely math, but yeah. So on the 4th brick, we put a plate there. Okay, we are up to 1, 2, 3, 4. So we put a plate there. The wisdom of Uncle Ben. I don't know about that. You know, Uncle Ben is being discontinued from what I understand. And Uncle Ben will be no more. Oh, you're talking about Uncle Ben from Spider-Man. I was talking about Uncle Ben, the rice. So, okay, let's see. I think we have another plate to go all the way across. Or no, this can be brick. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this can be brick. Okay, so now we can go back to our regularly scheduled building with the bricks. So you can see what I'm doing here is now I'm building up again. And this, like I said, I have a lot of these red 2x2s, so that's why I'm taking advantage of that. All right, I do have to, I think I have a 1x1 I could put here. Yeah. Tiny difference between Uncle Ben on the, from Spider-Man and Uncle Ben on the box. That's funny. Oh God, you mods crack me up. You really crack me up. Okay, let's see. And I think this is where this actually has to come out a notch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it's coming out a notch here. Because once again, you compare it to this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I had to use a lot of plates on this one. That's why I like using that ruler, just to make sure I'm aligned. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So this, if you haven't made one of these, I was scoffing at this earlier, but it's really helpful. Okay, so we are now up to 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're gonna go out 1. And I wonder if I have a 1x3 in red. And I do not. No, that's a big no, but I do have it in white, which I may need for the top layer. So I'm gonna set that white aside. Thankfully, I have a lot of red 1x1s, so doing okay. If you are named Ben or Martha, guaranteed comic book death origin story. Is that true? Ben and Martha's are always the ones who die. That's so sad. God. Oh my God, that's funny. That is really funny. All right. So like I said, I'm using a lot of 2x2s because that's what I have in my stock. You notice here, the reason why this is so flush, I don't know if you can see it, but they're mostly 1x2 sand green plates. Oh, brother from another brick. BFAB is what Brick Hive called you. How are you? So were you proud of me today when I was on the noodle challenge? That was pretty wild. I will say that was an interesting time. I was really, really thankful that they invited me to participate. That was cool. That was super cool. I will say though, I'm not sure if I want to keep doing that. Things we do for entertainment. Make sure I have life insurance. I do have life insurance. In fact, I think I mentioned this the other day that my life insurance, I had to have a blood test done because it was up for renewal. And then my numbers came out better than I thought because I think of my vegan diet. The vegan diet cures everything. All right, let's see. I'm running low on these 1x2s as well, so. All right. I think, just checking on this, because of this window, I had to change this up a bit, and yeah. But you can see the front looks beautiful. And remember when Jen was saying show your backside? When they were talking about the backside of the habitat. So look at how the backside's looking. It's looking pretty squirrely. Y'all did great. Thank you. Yeah, and I was representing the vegans in the room. That was me. Yeah, because for those of you who don't know, that brother from another brick is also vegan. So they had to, they couldn't find a dish, the hot spicy dish that they were all eating as a vegan option, so I had to get one from a local restaurant. Okay, so we need 2 plates. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, what happened there? Is that a broken stud? Oh, that's okay. That's on top of the window. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, good. I think I have 2x8s in red. Yeah, we were really nervous because Doc was late starting the stream, and I haven't been on Doc's stream before. That was my first time. So I was like, you know, is he always this late? And they go, no, something must be going on. So, okay. Oh, this is looking good. This is looking really good. So since you just joined us, brother from another brick, what I'm doing is we're building a minifig habitat, and we're putting the Captain America shield here, and we're going to line it up with this axle, and then this will go on a rotator. Yeah, let's see if I can line it up. There we go. So this will go onto a Power Functions. You're not a vegan, but I say hi to my plants. That's nice. That's really nice. You and Aubrey are both really good with your plants. So Aubrey Kovach, if you don't know Aubrey, she posts several things about her plants, and she has like a regular jungle. I think she told me she has like 50 plants in her house, something like that. I have 2. I have a bamboo. Actually, that planter I could probably split into 2 now. I have a bamboo plant, and I have a set of succulent plants, like cacti. Or not cacti, they're actually aloe vera and some other things I got as a gift. Okay, so now we're up to 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, yeah. Okay, so I think we're now lined up This is looking really good though. Check this out. I mean, look at that. That's pretty dope, yo. If I do say so myself. And we are now up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think we have to go up to, let's see, 1, 2, 3. See, once again, the ruler comes in handy here. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the 8th one needs to be white. Okay, so we are up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more layer of red, and then we can put the white on. You have an implant. Okay. Oh, I hope you say hi to your implant too. Oh my goodness. Like I said, silliness abounds on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. A 2x4 in red would be perfect right here because, as you know, little fun fact, most designers will put a 2x4 of red into their designs. Usually it's in the base where it's not seen. Oh no, I don't have a 2x4 in red. Oh, rats. Okay. All right, never mind. That was sounding so good. Very close with your plants. You can imagine eating them. Are you mocking my vegan diet? Okay, so now we can put this these 1x's on top. Where's my stash? Like I said, I raided the pick-a-brick wall, so I got a ton of these 1x3s. Are they poisonous, Cowboy? He wouldn't know because he never eats them. Oh my gosh, too funny. Let's see, actually, I should do this way. That locks that in. And then put this 1x1 here. See, look at this. It's coming together. Actually, am I off by a plate? Was I supposed to put a plate there? Or there's 2 plates on top? Let me just take a look because these are now at a point where they can connect to each other. Hold up. Let's see. Oh, I do need to adjust this because it will not connect with this there. So I'm going to need to adjust that. Oh no. Oh, so there are some parts that can't be sticking out. And that's right here at the connection point. Rats. Oh, that's right. I put 2x8s down. Okay. Backtrack. Now we're backtracking. Yeah. Well, that's why, like I said, I had this model here so we could see if it works. And there are some adjustments you do need to make. There are some parts that need to fit together. Okay, so now that we know that, here's the dilemma. So there's the overhang. So the overhang would be there. Do I need to go all the way down? Oh no, I do. Oh, that sucks. This goes back to what do you have in your supply? I could put white on that wall. You know what? Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll put white on that wall just for, and we'll have a red window, so that will work out better. Okay. So I'm now starting to agree with you, Joel. Things can be a pain. Okay. All right. So we're going to backtrack, and now we're going to do white. And especially on this edge, the white has to be aligned, so then that way these can fit together. Okay. That's not too bad. And let's see. This was here. We were up. I think we were up a plate though, if I remember right. All right, let's go back and look at this window. Yeah, we went up a plate here. Do I have... Oops. All right, we can do it this way because it's on this back side, but this front has to be a 1x3 white plate. Fun with MOCs. Fun, fun, fun. Okay. Yeah. I'm bummed. White, I'm gonna have to order like a whole bunch of white because, as you know, I built a lot of white things with my other MOC. Actually, it might have to be a combination of white and red, just because of the way things are working out. Yeah. Okay, let me do this. Let me put the red back. We'll make it like a stripe with the red window in the middle, because I just don't have the parts, unfortunately. Bummer. Bummer. Fives. You heard recently that white walls are all the rage. Well, I thought we had that conversation already. Yeah, we talked about that. They are all the rage. Okay, so we're gonna go back to this. This 2x8 actually would work well right here, I think. Ugh. No, I can't put the 2x8 because of that problem we had. That's right. But we could, I think, put it here. Just make sure. Yeah, we got enough play here. Okay. Where is... All right. Minor setback. We can recover. We can recover, I think. And I think I have a red in here. Yeah. Yeah, we're okay. Fun until your daddy takes your e-click away. Yeah, e-click is actually in the other room. I have regular clicky here. But you're right. It does, and my nails are a little shorter right now. I what's the word I'm looking for? I broke a nail recently, so I had to trim things down. All right, let's see, we're going to do that. Okay. All right, we're back on track. We're going to put the window here. I'm putting it a little farther out, I think. No, actually, it still would be better there. Originally, I thought I was going to move it out, but then proportionally it looks better closer to the shield. All right. And sorry, I'm out of frame, aren't I? I need to move this out of the way. So are you sure you're not a singer there, Glenn? It's like, I see a little Beach Boys there that you were doing. All right, here we go. Okay, I think that'll work. So here's the window. And then we're going to build up on the sides. And it's okay to build out this way. We can build out this way. It's just not building out the other way. I forgot about that. That is one issue, is that when you're connecting these, that you do need to have it fairly close so that they will connect. So my bad, but we can recover. It's not that hard to recover. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3 from the plate, and we need 2 more on that side. Yeah, the other thing I did, which I hadn't done in a long time, is I took my guitar out. And I was like, my God, I'm terrible. I didn't study very long. I needed to brush up, though. We had that discussion about that I know how to play the piano, and I also, I'm just making sure this is going to clear. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Sorry, I'm concentrating on this. Like, I want this to be correct. All right, I think. All right, I see what's happening here. We have the plate going across. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, Matthew builds bricks. How are you? We are working on the minifigure habitat. So I'm putting this here, and I'm going to put this on a spinner so this will rotate. And I just realized that for this to connect, and I just almost did the same problem again, is I need to have this come out. I don't want to use those. I want to use some regular bricks that are 1x2s, but I don't have a lot. That's the problem. Let's see. How am I going to fix this? I could do this and then hang something on this. Maybe I'll do that as a decoration. I'm trying to make sure these are all lined up. Okay. I think we're in good shape. I hope you're doing well. You forgot to post your one yesterday. Oh, I think they'll cut you some slack. I'm only doing 1 or 2. I'm not going to do 1 every day. I've got too many projects to do to be doing minifig habitats. I think that goes back to, you know, some of us as builders, like Debo, for example, he's always got projects going on. And so for him, you notice he said he didn't post his Logan challenge. But, you know, he's busy. He's got lots of different projects going on. I think some people have just discovered some of these challenges, and so they're just having fun with that. I'm just trying to get this one. There's a 1x1 right here in the end, and I don't know what happened to my clicky. Oh, there it is. Fell. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can get this off of here. If not, there's always this way. There we go. All right. So yeah, so anyway, we're working on this, and I've done minifig habitats before, and you might actually know this, Matthew, since you're in the UK, that the Lego Master UK winner, he had posted several things about minifigure habitats. Aha, look at that. There we go. See? Yeah, so the problem is you cannot put a 2x here because it has to connect. Now the problem is I'm looking for, aha, I do have 3 1x2s, so I can put this in place. That. Okay. And even though this wasn't the plan, I could put a pin here, and then I could put like a 1x something tile as a decoration. Okay. Yeah. So I think we are now in tolerance, and then we're going to finish this out with white because I don't have any red. It's like it started with red and it's like, no, it's not going to work. And actually it's nice to have that kind of contrast. So I think we'll be good. If I really want to be particular, I might bring out the white over here too, but I think it looks better with the shield. Let's see. I'm hesitating because I'm trying to think if I might be able to make this bottom layer red to match. Because as long as this part fits right there, then I should be able to put the 2x2s on the bottom. Challenges are very exhausting. You only have enough creativity for one every 3 months. Yeah. Is that a sig fig of Flynn lying down? Yes, it is. When I showed this sig fig, this habitat earlier, I had him and Richard sitting in there. So, but it's since fallen apart. But very observant, Matthew. Yes. Okay, I'm going to match this up because it'll look better. So we are going to rework this again, yet again. But like I said, I think all of us are artists, right? We're all Lego artists, so we kind of have a feeling for what we want to see, and if something isn't quite right, then we redo things over and over again. But that's because we are dedicated to our craft. We are artistes. Let's make sure I got this right. Yeah. Okay, so I need a 1x. Oh, what happened here? Make sure this is, yeah, that's correct. Okay. Oops. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. And then we have this. Right. Like I said, I got to be careful because last time I screwed up that one connection point. And I said as long as we are correct there, we should be fine. Okay, so let's see if we do this. I don't want to run into the same problem that I just erased. All right. So you see what I'm doing is I'm matching this white with the red going around, but I have to be careful for being able to connect this when it has the overhang. So the overhang, when it comes up which is 4 or 5 up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 up. Boy, this thing is just falling apart. You're not an artist? What? You see, you're just too hard on yourself. I think I've mentioned this to you before, Joel, that you're too hard on yourself. Yeah, I think we decided to do that. Let's see if this will work. Yeah, I think I still have to, do I have to lower it a point? Hold up. We're really, really close. Yeah, I need a 1x1 red plate. Yeah, this is kind of a roundabout way of doing this, but I think that is correct. Oops, it's falling apart. Okay. All right, just so to recap, just so, oops, just so you know, this is, I'm kind of doing this in a roundabout way because I am putting the connection point with the 1x1 here underneath, which is probably, I probably should reverse it because that can be a little squirrely, but it'll be all fine when everything comes together. I'm not worried, but that is correct now and it will connect. What happened earlier, for those of you who just joined, is I had a 2x2 here, and the problem is the 2x2 will not connect with this, so you have to have it as a 1x1 right at the connection point. Okay, good, good. I'm feeling better now. And we have lots of these 1x1s, so I can put these down here. Okay. Finish that off with a plate. Yeah. All right, we're back on track. We are back. Okay, sorry, I'm not talkative because I'm concentrating right now. It's like I know I need like a 2x4 plate, but I don't happen to see one here. So, all right, we will work around it. And sorry, I'm still out of frame. Okay, let's move this over here so it's out of the way. Okay, so this, and we have the 1x1 underneath it. So then that will connect to the next one. And okay, I think from this connection point, we should be able to move it together. Yeah. Okay, that will work. That's a 1x2. And I remember now. I remember what I was thinking. Okay. We are, this is where the mindless mumbling comes into place. So insert mindless mumbling here. So, all right. Okay, I think I see where I'm going with this. See, when you mindless mumble as a streamer, people don't think you're insane. It's only when you are doing that on the streets. I saw this one guy today when I was running some errands, and I felt so bad because you could clearly tell he had mental issues. And it was sad because he was like banging on the newspaper container, you know, like a drum. And I said, oh, poor thing. He doesn't know he's crazy. All right, so let's go back and, all right, I need a couple 1x2s in red that are, or 2x2s, 2x2 plates. Oh, did I grab it already? These are my 1x1s. Oh, nope. Here they are. Okay. All right, I think we are getting back to where we were supposed to be. All right, so this is a brick high, this is a brick high, this is all level. This is, we still need 2 more plates on this level to bring it up, and then we will be aligned. Okay, we know the plan now. Well, I think this is definitely better now that I've redone it. It just takes time. It's time and patience. And this should fit right here. There we go. Okay, good. See, this is what I was doing here. Allegedly, the truly crazy can't know it. They can't diagnose. I remember one of our streams, we were talking about that I might be crazy and I'm just imagining all this, and I'm in the hospital still after my fall. Somebody said that. I can't remember who it was. It was just like, that's not nice. Don't say that about me. Okay, now the question is, if I put this here, will that be okay? Well, that's still clear. Let's see. Where's the other one? I just had it. No. So you definitely need to have just a 1x2 there, or 2 1x1s. There we go. Yeah, you pretty much need that all the way across for them to connect. So if I turn it sideways like this, you can see that it's like this. I think that was one of your crazy mods. Which one? I have so many crazy mods. That's okay. I love my mods. My mods are awesome. My mods keep me sane most of the time. Okay, so here we have the full section, and then this will go here. And remember, I put this one here so I could put like a tile, like a printed tile or something on that. If I wanted to, I could put one up here if I wanted to add some more decorations. Sounds like your work. Possibly. See, I'm here for your entertainment too, right? You guys just like making fun of me, so, which is okay. Mockery. I find mockery is a form of flattery, so it's all good. It's all good. Okay, so now we're almost done because now we just have to do the top. Let me just check on this, see if that fits. Yeah, we just have one row of plates to go across here. We do what now? I said you're here for my entertainment and I'm here for your entertainment, so it's just kind of a mutually beneficial situation. All right. Okay, so now we got a window. We've got this that's going to go there, and we have to put plates going around the top. And let's see if I have 1x2 plates for the top. Mockery. Oh, for the win, yes. I'm starting to run out of white because I've got white on all my other MOCs. I took all my white tiles for everything else. Okay, let's look at what I have for 1x2s in white. Yeah, I'm gonna have to steal from one of my other MOCs because all of my, oh, wait a minute, I've got one. This can work here. Okay, all right, we might still be okay. Yeah, I'm really lacking in the white. I'm just going to need to buy some. Our lug bulk just came in, so I may have some in that. But I'm, yeah, not doing well on the 1x1. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these 1x1 studs in the corners with another color. It's just placeholders because I just don't have them. I think this is yellow based on the color. It looks like a little butter yellow, I think. Yeah, those are butter yellow. And then we have 1x6 tiles. I'll use another color for now, because I don't really want to go to the other room to have to finish this. So I'll just put gray for now. That'll be easy to find. Oh, wait a minute, yeah. The actual lug bulk came in or just the invoice? Oh, good point. Yeah, I think it's just the invoice now that you mention it. Okay, all right, so this essentially is the framework that will fit, so you can see what we did. So this will fit together with another one in a series. And now there's the last two things we need to do are to put the shield with the motor on it and put this with some sort of printed tile. Or, oh, maybe I can use that Captain America shield might fit in there. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That would be dope, yo. Oops, sorry. Grabbed onto the cable. Your invoice came a couple of days ago and one of our members has already paid it. Yeah, we have a couple too in our group. And our member though, our Lan, he paid it all in full. Oh, that works perfectly. Oh my God. That looks dope, yo. Super dope. Dope, dope, dope. Dope, dope. I am losing my mind. Here we go. Oh, wow. Okay, now it's a little off, though. I can see where, Joel, this would drive you crazy, too. So it's just a hair off. So how would I fix that? Oh boy. I don't know. Can I attach it maybe in the corner? Let's see if I attach it in a corner. Would that work? I don't know if it will let me attach it in a corner. It should. That's dead center, but it's off by just a hair. It's off because of this one window. All right. Well, we can either do that, because I think we're going to have the same problem with other things, but we'll leave that for now. Okay, so let's concentrate on this, because we're going to need that to spin. And we need a bushing. We probably need actually a 2x2 plate with a hole. 2x2 plate with hole. I have these 2x2s, but not the ones with the hole in the middle. That is the big hole. I have these little ones that are jumpers. Did I file them in another place? I could have sworn I had at least a few. Alright, let me check another place. Regardless, I'm going to need a set of bushings to hold this in place. And I don't think that'll fit in the middle. So I'm hesitating because I need to add to that rod, I need to add a couple bushings, but I also need to cover these studs. So I'm trying to think of a way to cover the studs and put the bushing in there. Oh boy. I might be with my 2x2 plates. Let me check there. This might be an option, because this 2x2 plate has an axle hole in it. And that might be able to grab it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Boom. Okay, cool. And then this will go here. And then we need to attach it to the motor. Okay. Awesome sauce. And now, the most important part is we need to put the plates down and put our Captain America figure in there in a scene. Okay. So remember when I first started, I said we need to figure out what color the floor is going to be, and we determined it would be blue. So I'm put this down this way. I think I'm not setting them down yet, I'm just kind of putting them loosely around. I have to do them this way. Okay, why is that not lining up? Oh, it's hitting the shield. Uh-oh. Ooh, I did not anticipate that. Okay, that's fine. What we can do is put them around the edge like that. Minor setback. Where is my Captain America? Yeah. So this little thing comes right to the edge. And I could even put him on the side this way, like on a rotator. Yeah, that'll be better. Because you don't want him just square in there. Okay. I think we have a plan. I am a little concerned about whether this thing will still rotate with these tiles down, because it's almost as if I need to raise it like one plate. But then that sets off a problem with all the other calculations. Okay, let's see what happens if I do it this way. Yeah, it's like, did I have 2 of those? I have a red. Okay, I got 2 red. All right, I think I see what we're gonna do. Okay, so we're gonna do red on the outside, and then we're gonna have to come in a plate or a stud with the blue. Yeah, I think that'll work. Yeah, it's just having to fuss with this a little bit. It's because the inside is such a different tolerance. It's like a 7x7 building spot. Okay. All right, let me see what I have in my 2x2 tiles and my 1x, because I have a 1x4. I mean, I could go around the edge possibly like that, but it's still off. Ugh, that's right. This is another reason why I don't do these very often. Shouldn't need the bush with the 2x2 round plate behind the shield. Also, cover the studs with a 2x2 round tile with or without with a hole. Yeah, that's the plan. I just needed to get something with the axle in, but you're right. And I'm thinking probably because it's all white to put either a blue or a red 2x2. I think we will maybe just have enough. This is that same problem I was telling you about, the red and the pinks that drive me freaking crazy. It's like, no. Oh. Okay, I do have some blue. That's good. Actually, I have quite a bit of blue. We might have to do this with blue going all the way around. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, man. I think what I'm going to have to do in my collection is go through all these burgundy ones and just set them aside, because it drives me crazy when I try to. I've done this before in another MOC, and then I set it down and I say, darn it, it's not the right color. Darn you. Yeah. Yeah, this is, ugh. All right. Trolling for pieces. And this goes back to when I said earlier why I did this when we first started. But I forgot to calculate that the shield is going to hit the floor. So I think we still might be okay. So I'm going to put a rotator down because I think this will fit right under here. Oops. Oh no, I'm having the same problem with the back of the chair again. All right. Yeah. This is squirrely. So Glenn and I have been talking about the billboard challenge. And since we haven't heard from Catherine, I think we're going to pivot and instead go with a Zeppelin / dirigible / hot air balloon challenge instead. I think it'll just be easier. I don't know why she hasn't gotten back to me yet. Maybe she wants to do it and doesn't know how to say that to me or something. I don't know. But I figure I don't want to put that stress on her. So I am just going to tell her we'll do something different. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to put it all the way to the front for it to pivot. Oh, why aren't you pivoting? Why are you not pivoting? Did I miss something here? It's not rotating. Do I need another layer? 2x2 plates. Oops, tiles. Did I? You can see when I start getting distracted, like I said, I mumble to myself. I was like, what's that going on? What's happening over here? Okay, we're going to try this again. I think what's happened is that this is sitting on something that's preventing the rotator from spinning. And I think I was correct. Yep, that was it. And I think I'm going to put, I have some open studs here. And for some reason my, oh, there it is. I was going to say, I knew there was a second one of these here. Okay. All right, Captain America, you and your lounge chair are going to be showcased in this challenge. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to need to put them like right in front just to give enough room to clear the shield. Yeah, because that shield is also going to have another plate or something on top of that. Yep, that's just enough room. Wow, that's cutting it super close. That's the one thing about minifig habitats. You know, from this angle, even though that one shield is a little off, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad at all, in fact. Okay, so now what we have to do is connect the motor and put a bushing on the back of here and put a tile in front. Then I think we might be able to call it at that. Okay. I'm going to put some of this stuff away because I'm clearly not together. And I realized that now that we know where this is going, then that will help me set these tiles in too. And I have to make sure that we clear. All right. I know I probably shouldn't have set that down, but that's okay. All right, we decided on, I think we said red on the borders, right? Put a red border here, red border here, and then we can fill in with the blue. Yeah, that'll still work. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. Now that we know Captain America is gonna sit there, I think we're okay. We can set that down, and we're gonna put that down there. We're gonna leave that black in the back because we need that for this to spin. Otherwise, it will not spin. It'll be too close. Okay. All right, now here's the question. Do I have, here I have to fill in some red, but I don't have red. See, that's the problem. That is the problem. 2x2s. All right, what did I do with my 2x2s? Where did I put my 2x2s? I'm looking for my 2x2 tiles. The drawer is not behind me, so I must have taken it out. What I was hoping is that if I can get 2 2x2s, I can at least do this. I don't know if I have one more. Do I have one more? I have it as a stud. Well, you know, that might be okay. And I'll tell you why. Because we can also, in addition to the chair, put something else in here, like a dog or something, like a companion. Does Captain America have a dog? I don't remember. I am going to, let's see. So for now, just so it looks better, I'm going to put these blues here. Keep the chair there. And we have the blues lined up. And I think if I, oops, sorry. If I put a, I have these two, but those are in blue. I didn't check these for red, did I? I think I might have some in red. Aha. Okay, we might just squeak by. We may just be able to do this. Possibly. See if I have another one. Because I don't have the 1x3s in red, I'm now, let me turn this around so you can see what I'm doing. So I've got this whole row of blue. I'm trying to get a row of red that are not tiles because I don't have enough tiles. I don't have the tiles in that color. But I may be able to do that with 1x1s. I have a ton of those in red. And I could just do 1x1 studs going there. Or I can do a stud and a 1x2 jumper. Or if I have the tiles, I could do that. It just goes back to my collection. I don't think I have red. You know, all the dots, they don't have some of the primary colors. They have orange and some of all the shades of green. Ooh, here's a thought. I could put, I have these silvery quarter rounds. I could put some of those on the corners and then put the red. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'll put that here and then put this quarter round here. Yeah. Yeah, that works. That's awesome, actually. Okay, so let me do the other side. And then what I can do for those open studs is put like a pet or something. In fact, it would be actually funny if it was one of the ghost dogs. Put a ghost dog in there. Okay. All right, this is looking great. So you see Captain America in his little lounge chair, and then I'll put a dog right here. So let me see what dogs I have. That would be awesome. See, sometimes you get good surprises when you fuss around with what you have. Okay, let's see. What kind of pet would Captain America have? Would he have a cat or a dog? That's the question. I have this, this was actually hilarious. I have a little rabbit, a little white rabbit that he comes home to. Oh, that's right, I still need to cover that too. Oh my goodness. I'm now definitely silliness abounds here. Okay, so I'm going to put in, oh, I have a sloth too. I don't know, is Captain America, I mean, I'm also thinking about the color, that here's the white rabbit, that, there's a little white rabbit there, or I have a white cat. Actually, the white cat might be kind of cool. The only thing with the cat is that the cat only looks a certain way, so you can't get the cat to look forward, whereas you can get the rabbit to look forward. So far the rabbit is winning. Because it's red, white, and blue, right? So you have a white pet. I don't know. I just think that's hysterical. You know, sometimes comedy value has to play a part in this too. And then on this stud, I might be able to, I don't know, put an end table or something there. He can still pivot. And yeah. Yeah, he has to be this far forward. If I try to move him back a stud, I could move him a stud maybe diagonally if I rearrange things again. But based on what I have as far as parts, I think that's, and that's not too bad. I think the spinning motion of the actual shield is what's going to be the thing that sells this the most. And I need to move this out so I could put a, oops, oh no. Oh wow, that's really, really tight. Sorry, rabbit, gotta get out of the way. Okay, so I do need to put a bushing in here. Bushings. And I'm gonna try to keep true to this and see if I have a little red bushing. Not the big fat bushing, but a little red one. If not, that's fine, I'll just go with the gray one. we'll go with the gray because I don't see any. Okay, so yeah. And I'll put one on the other side too. Over here. Well, this one could be bigger on this side. Or maybe I don't want to put it too big. Oops. Yeah, this still needs to spin freely. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So Glenn suggested that I put a jumper or something over that 1x2 or 2x2. Actually, now I know why I was thinking I had a 2x2 with a hole. There is one here in the rebrick. And the other option is I could put the shield on here. And then it's complete that way. And I just make sure that there's enough clearance. Yeah, even with the tile, there's enough clearance there. And I'll have to put something else on the wall. Some other, oh, maybe like a light fixture. That could work. Okay. I do have to adjust this a little bit. It's there, that's better. Okay. Okay, I think we are close to being done. Yeah, I like that. We'll put the rabbit here. So he's got a pet rabbit at home. I'm gonna look for the window pane. If not, I can just take the window pane from here. Actually, maybe I should just do that. Let's see if I could take this window pane. Will this fit here? Or maybe it's the wrong kind of window pane. Let me check. Actually, I'm not going to worry about it. We'll just leave it as an open window for now. I can always change it out later. In fact, now that I think about it, I should have just taken this window from this. I could do that later. So don't be surprised if off stream I replace that window with that one, which will give it better contrast. And that, I mean, I don't know if I have a printed tile. Remember when I was working on that garden, I found that awesome printed tile to put over the roof line. But now we got to look for something tall and skinny. Or just maybe a plain tile, and I could put a sticker on it or something. I found an eyeball. That actually would be kind of funny. I mean, this is kind of goofy. Not really a Captain America thing, but like I said, sometimes I do things just for comedy's sake. I've got some ingots in here. Oh, you know what would be good? Is I should put a beat fit tile. I should go through my beat bits and see if there's a beat bit tile that might work there. I have a few handy. Yeah. Let's see what's in here. See if there's, the only problem is I don't think they have the right color scheme. So here's some of these beat bit tiles. Doc! Hey, how are you? Is everything okay at home? So I think I'm going to put a beat bit tile in there. I'm just looking at the ones that have this black background. Oh, this one has the number 1 on it. That could be cool. How are you, Doc? Is everything okay at home? This one's kind of funny. This one has the skull and crossbones. It's like when he's listening to music at home with his white rabbit. I don't know. I'm leaning towards the number 1 right now. Let's see if that will fit there. The color scheme's not right. That's the only problem with these beat bit tiles. They're not any of the primary colors that would be perfect for Captain America. But I think for now that's not too bad. I still have to get some white tiles for the top. Use the seagull playing the ukulele. What color is that? It says, does Captain America play the ukulele? Things are as they are. I mean, yeah. I'm just trying to think. It's Captain America, right? So what's he listen to? I mean, this one could be kind of funny, right? With the skull and crossbones. That maybe he listens to like heavy metal when he gets home. This one though, it says number 1, which is kind of aligned with that. Let's see if we put the skull and crossbones on. Orange, the seagull one. Okay, I have 2 orange tiles here. Let's see if we have one with the ukulele. This is a bunch of fish, so it's not this one. And then there's this one. I don't think this is it either. Here, let me see if I can zoom in. I don't even know what that is. Some of these make absolutely no sense. You could use an astronaut since the rumor is he went to the moon. Okay. Well, like I said, I was thinking it would be kind of cool to put one of the modern beat bits in there, but I don't know. I may go with this because it's red, or I might find another tile later. I'm going to just leave that in as a placeholder for now, because I need to make some changes, because I need to replace these with some white. I need to attach the motor. I need to probably swap out that white window for that one. Yeah, in fact, the more I look at it, that makes more sense. So yeah, I think, I mean, if you wanted to, I could try to see if I have a motor, but I have some good news for tomorrow. I have a place to go for, which will be outdoors with Wi-Fi, beautiful forested area. And I tested it out today, and it's near a library, so it's also near a restroom. So yeah, it's a cowboy standing amongst a bunch of crabs. I'm sorry, that's just too funny. I'm sorry, that's hilarious. That's freaking hilarious. Oh, by the way, is Matthew Builds Bricks still here? Because I sent him a note. You probably saw my posting that he asked for a signed photograph of me. So I got some postcards printed. In fact, here. if you didn't see my post, here's my postcard. So it's "May the clutch be with you," and it's actually a postcard. So I could write on the back and actually mail it. It's official. It's the official postcard size. So anyway, pray no rain, fingers crossed. Oh, it won't be raining tomorrow. It's like 7%. And this is great. It's a 6-foot table. It's looks like it's made of steel or aluminum or something really. It's a metallic table. It's 6 feet long. It does have slats though, so I'm going to bring with me a couple of trays so I can build on it. And I talked with the librarians today, and they said, yeah, you know, the Wi-Fi works great out there, so feel free. First autograph, yes, Matthew Builds Bricks is going to get my first autograph on this. So I asked him if he wanted me to sign the front or if he wanted me to sign the back. So anyway, yeah. So first edition of the brick, and you notice which one it is? It's me holding the Captain America mech. So I thought that was appropriate, considering we're doing this. So yeah. I promised Matthew he would be the first one because he asked for that. So I was like, okay. I haven't thought about doing that, so he said, I would really like one. I was like, okay, I can do that. It wasn't that expensive doing those. So, okay. So do you, like I said, I'm not sure if I have the batteries. Otherwise, I would attach the motor now and go ahead and run it. I mean, if you want me to, I could look real quick and then I can say, yes, I have the batteries, or no, I don't. But essentially what I have to do is, this is the motor. So I would attach the motor to the rod. I would attach this as well as I have the switch. So the on-off switch. Do I sign my name or Brickanista? I would probably sign my name, I would think. Or maybe both. I don't know. I have to ask. I've asked him if he wanted me to sign the front or the back. And I haven't found, he hasn't responded to me yet. So we'll see. And if anybody else wants one, let me know. I can send you one too. I mean, like I said, I don't know. I've never thought about people wanting to put a signed picture of me on their wall. But Matthew was very, very sweet about it. And he said, because I'm sending him a package for his birthday. So he asked me for that for his birthday. So it's like, okay, I can do that. I can do that. And I said, you'll be the first person too. So, I mean, if I end up signing these and, you know, giving them away, or I don't know if people would actually pay for that. So, yeah. But I thought it was just very sweet that he asked me for that. And I think it's going to go along with the wall of his other Lego celebrities. Which one is which? Scribble, scribble. Well, I think most of you here on this call, with I think the exception of Doc, have received a handwritten note from me. Am I right? I know Cowboy Kenobi has. I know Glenn, you have. Who else is here? There's only 4 viewers. Let's see, participants. Yeah. So anybody else who's watching, doesn't look like Matthew's here. So yeah. I mean, you already know what my signature looks like. So I don't know. I'd probably sign it Naomi, aka Brickanista. But I thought what I would do is this, I could put who it's going to up here and then sign down here. Oops, over here. Naomi / Brickanista, or may the clutch be with you. Who knows? I mean, I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do. All right. So there you have it, my friends. The Captain America minifig habitat. I do have to make a few tweaks to it. Like I said, I'm going to swap out this window for a white one. I'm going to get some white plates to replace those, and some white 1x1 plates there. I think I'm going to keep the white rabbit because I think that's kind of hilarious. And yeah, I think this is good. I think this will work for. And then I'm not completely sold on this artwork. So that might move around. In fact, when I'm redoing the window, I might put something over here on top. We'll see. We shall see. So anyway, let me go to my full screen. Unless you want me to go look for some batteries and see if I can get that motor running. Because the motor, I think, takes 6 batteries. Let me see. Yeah, I think I'll wait. I think I'll wait on that for the next time. In fact, I'll be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Let me transition over here. So I will be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock outdoors, and I'm so excited because it's such a beautiful place. There's some walking trails nearby. It is a nice grassy area with this beautiful picnic bench. It's a big picnic bench. It's like 6 feet long. So if somebody were to join me, they could sit on the very end and we'd still make the 6 feet apart. I do have to bring some trays or something because there's slats, but it's going to be great. It's just for the Tricky Lug Challenge. It's for a combined Tricky Lug BrickFamFriends, I think, or BrickFamBuilds, one of those two, whoever's collaborating with them. So it's a combination of the two. I've modified mine a little bit, so then that way the Captain America shield will spin. And I may change it to a powered up motor, because the powered up motor, I could program it to go slower. Because the one problem with power functions is that it's just one speed and it goes really fast. So I do have power functions and powered up. So I'll play around with that. So tomorrow I will be outdoors for another Brickanista on the Move episode. And this is probably going to be one of my favorite places. So this next one, I don't have to be in my car. I can spread out on this table. I can have, all these things. The only thing that might be a little bit of a wrinkle is that it's Mother's Day. So if anybody is planning a picnic on Mother's Day at this site and they get there before I do, then I might have to resort back to the car. But I'm fully expecting, I'm keeping a positive attitude that I think I'll be able to do that. And I don't think it's going to rain. I looked at the reports. It looked like 7% chance of rain. White Rabbit is Captain Jefferson's airplane fan. Yeah, exactly. I just think it's just something random, which is funny. And the only reason why is that it matches the color palette because it's, red, white, and blue. And the rabbit is facing forward because the other one that was an option was the white cat. But the white cat, it doesn't really fit with the way it is. You can walk you through the gear down too. Oh, as far as using power functions and gearing it down so it's slower. Yeah, I mean, if that's what you're talking about, do you want to do that I probably want to do that off the air. We can do that. In fact, if you want to, why don't we plan on that? Because I would like to learn how to do that. So I'll set up a separate Zoom call with you, Cowboy Kenobi, if that's okay with you, because I would like to learn how to do that. So will you have multi-camera setup? Yes, I will have a multi-camera setup. I will also bring my portable light, which I don't think I will need because I looked pretty washed out because the sun was so bright. But it's a 6-foot table. So I could probably have 3 cameras if I wanted to. And I'm going to bring, and this goes back to, I was talking about if I do more of these on the road, what would be a good setup to do that. And eventually, if I find a good Wi-Fi signal, or even better, if I get a booster for my cell phone, then I could almost go anywhere. And the other piece of equipment I would need is the portable electric unit. Because right now, my laptop will last about 2.5 hours when I'm doing streaming. But yeah, tomorrow is going to be fun. Like I said, I'm excited because I found this place. And I don't want to really say where it is yet because I don't want people to know, because it's so cool. And it's a beautiful place that they even had a walking trail where you could read a book while you're walking. So they have these different panels that you walk along and then you read 2 pages of a book and then you walk along a little farther, you keep reading a couple more pages of the book. So yeah, so I can have a multi-camera setup. I'm going to bring my tripod. I'm going to bring I have two of my tripods. I'll bring the one that is kind of the taller one. I will bring the, of course, the one that's sitting on my laptop. I will also bring a tabletop tripod that I could use as well. So yeah, I think it'll be fun. I'm sure that people watching me are going to say, "What in the world is she doing?" But it's Mother's Day, so I have a hunch it'll probably be fine. I think everybody's going to be doing Mother's Day things, and it should work out. Okay. So yeah. So stay tuned tomorrow at 1 o'clock. You think you might know? Yeah. I mean, if you wanted to, Doc, because last time you were in your car, you could potentially show up at this place if you're not doing anything tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We can say this is Doc Sampson Part 2. It's up to you. I mean, like I said, I went to this place, and it's not the place you had suggested earlier. It's actually a better place. So, Doc, I was gonna bet someone could figure it out by that description. Yeah, I mean, you do Google Maps and do the satellite view, and that could do it. But anyway, I'll be there tomorrow, and I'll announce where it is tomorrow. But I'm going to be doing that outdoors tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Like I said, I'm progressively, you know, experimenting with this on the move format. Seems like people like it, so I'm stoked. Especially being outdoors to be able to stream, it's been a lot of fun. The other thing that I'm doing too is I mentioned that I've been cleaning out the back of my SUV. I went to Value Village today and I donated a couple of wall hangings that I've had, and cleaning up, you know, different parts. And I measured the back of my vehicle, so if I get ready to build a platform, I know some of the dimensions. So yeah, I think this is going to happen. I think this is going to happen slowly, and I just have to get, you know, little pieces at a time. And once I start, you know, tricking out the back of my vehicle, I can go anywhere. Yes, I've been doing some research on cell phone boosters, for example, that there's some that you can connect where you have an antenna on the outside of your car, and then there's another antenna on the inside of your car. So then you don't have to have a Wi-Fi signal. You can do this on a cell phone, you know, a signal, you know, hotspot kind of thing. And then I've been looking into, was it transducers, I think, or inducers, where it converts the 12-volt DC circuit to 128 or 120. And when you go camping, I know a great campground that has Wi-Fi and isn't far from I-5. It's totally woodsy. Oh, awesome. Good to know. Good to know about that. Yeah, it's been, and the other thing I've found out is I need to carry a can of bear spray, apparently. It's good for use on both bears and humans, that if you get into trouble, you can carry this bear spray with you. Yeah, I mean, it's been interesting. It's this whole research that I've been doing about how to convert the back of my car. And I had a long talk. In fact, Glenn was on this talk when I was talking to Tom at the Sort Lug meeting, and he's kind of done some of that on the back of his Outback. So we were talking about the back seats, which ones fold and which ones are wider and which ones aren't, and some other things to do. So yeah. Okay, well, cool. So if you want to watch tomorrow at 1 o'clock, I will be on YouTube, and then I'll be back at 9 o'clock on Twitch. And like I said, I'm really excited about this place tomorrow because I scoped it out today, and I think it's going to be really, really a lot of fun. And I might even bring Logan with me too, this Logan. So anyway, so thank you, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Cornado. Thank you, Debo was here earlier, and also Matthew built bricks. So thanks for hanging out with me. And I hope I see you tomorrow outdoors in the woods. It's well, kind of in the woods. It's a beautiful area. So I'm very, very excited about it. And my hope is nobody's there before me. I plan to get there a little early, so hopefully it'll all be good. So thank you, everyone. You have a great day. Thank you so much. And as they say on the Brickanista Broadcast Network, May the clutch be with you. Thank you. Good night. Bye.